Missouri, Memorial Stadium and home to the Missouri Tigers, where we are anticipating quite a clash on Faroe Field today. We've got a terrific matchup for you today, rich in pageantry and tradition, and it ought to be a fantastic clash. As we'll see, the Groupers taking on a team from the SEC, the Missouri Tigers. 48 Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Put a foot to it and the season will get underway. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Groupers offense will get the first crack at it here. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on, they punch the clock, and they're hard workers.
Well, not much the defense could do there. The defensive end crashed down thinking the running back had it, but nice job of the ball handling there by the QB.
Just trying to avoid negative plays, continue to put stress on the defense. That's what he does there.
And that's a play this guy can run in his sleep, too. They rep this over and over and over. It's like clockwork for this guy.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
He'll do it himself. And the ball's free in the backfield. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
And the defense did everything right against that option play. They got to the quarterback. They forced him to keep it. Not only do they create the fumble, but they jump on it behind the line of scrimmage. That is just perfect option defense.
Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. To the air on first down. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
That's a good example there of complementary defense. The DBs and linebackers are playing zone. They're playing their spaces, and they force the QB to have to hold the ball, try to work through his progressions. And then the pass rush, they win up front.
Hand off from the shotgun. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Let's talk a little bit about Missouri. The only important expectations are the ones inside the program, but when you start the season on the outside of the rankings looking in, it can give you a little bit of an edge, can it?
Yeah, they want to prove to everybody they should have been ranked coming into this year. These players are angry. They feel like they're being disrespected, and they want to make a pivot.
And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield.
And I'm really impressed with the start by this defense, like getting to the quarterback early and often. First drive, already have 2 sacks. That's a good sign for this defense.
He makes a fair catch, couple of steps inside his own 25 at the 23-yard line. And the offense back on the field, ready to dial up ball plays. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. The last time they had it, they weren't secure with the football and put it on the ground, David.
Yeah, and I think sometimes...
Oh, he's got some space. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. So they picked up that last first down on the ground, now with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. And he's all bottled up, and now it's lost. The ball's loose. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
And the defense gets to the quarterback again and breaks the ball loose. Man, their second forced fumble. This guy's put it on the deck twice. Ball security is job security. You've got to take better care of the football.
Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Grabbed over the middle. It's Terry. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn upfield.
Got some room, headed to the goal line, and he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Tiger! When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. They didn't have a whole lot of real estate in front of them when they took over possession, but they wasted no time. Couple of plays into the end zone. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And the offense takes over to dip into its bag of ball plays. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
Good news, though, they get another chance, right? They can make amends with this drive right here. That's all that's important. You've got to execute, and you've got to lock in.
Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Turning on the Jets. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Out of the gun to give to the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
I think a lot of times when offenses run these counters, you're going to fake one way, right? Pull guys the other direction. If you can get some penetration really quickly, get behind those pullers, you got a chance to get in the backfield, just like right there, and create a TFL.
They stop him cold, maybe gets a yard to the 34.
Man, a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D-linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
Yeah, and listen, it's one thing to miss a receiver that you go, oh, that was open, that's the right place to throw the football, but he sailed that one, but he was thrown into double coverage. You got to make better decisions than that.
Punt is in the air. This punt will be down just inside the 40-yard line.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. So the offense keeps this drive alive thanks to the roughing the punter penalty. Leaves it with the running back. And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Power football with the run. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
Well, the defense is on their heels right now. They're going to have to find a way to stop this guy. When he's got a head of steam, boy, he is hard to bring down.
And the groupers have their offense in high gear. He'll pull it on the read. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
As an offense, you're okay with that. You're going to run option plays, and sometimes you're going to bust it big, but sometimes you don't necessarily read it correctly, get some positive yards, and then we come back and we do it all over again with different reads against a different defense.
And maybe a wise move not to even try the pitch as he's knocked down in the backfield.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
And that's a great play by the defensive end. The best athletes on the field play defensive end. You can ask anybody. Yes, I agree, Jesse Reese. See, they agree with me. Same thing. But you watch them get off the football, make the play. That's why you put your athletes there.
Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Mizzou has it back on the offense coming out on the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Runs through a tackle. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Illegal blocking. Offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Looking for space. It's Roberts. Pushes ahead for 2. They'll mark it at the 17.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Looking to fire. Oh, they're after him. And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on.
Hold.
Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Let's see what they've got on second down. Wide receiver comes in motion. Quick pass on the fly motion. Wide open spaces. All out of space. He's inside the 40. At the 20. Touchdown, Tiger. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
I mean, let's go. That's a day's worth of yards right there on one carry. The home run hitter takes the snap, gets the football. He does the rest, shows off the speed, taking it 90-plus yards to the house.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, back to your game in a moment, but first we have to show you how the script is being written here. UCF is trailing right now, but I'm not ready to say this team is out of it. Not after the way this group has rallied around that coach. It really has been something to watch. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Jacksonville State. We've got our eye on things here and everything else going on right now, and any updates, you'll see them here. Guys?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. The Groupers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. The inside handoff. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2.
You just need more from your offensive line. Second and short like that, you'd love to be able to fire off the ball and pick that up running it, but the defense was able to get penetration. They were able to get a stop, and now you set up third down, and this offensive line is going to have to play a lot better here.
And the Groupers send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll try to field the punt and bring it back. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. He put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Man, oh man, the ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way, at least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there, he didn't have any.
And as he throws, complete to the left. He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 and the 38, and these guys are on the move.
And what a great job of being cool under pressure. He knew there was a defender about to hit him, and he held on to it as long as he could before letting it go. He paid for it, but what an accurate shot vertically down the field for an explosive play in the passing game.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Wants to go up top. Throws to the wideout. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Second down coming up. Back to pass. This time he's got his man. He'll pick up a few before being knocked out of bounds at the 31.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Missouri!
And this offense is firing on all cylinders right now. Starting the year, game 1, creating a little bit of a pad and separation at the end of this first half. But you can see why so many people are really excited about this offense this season.
That's it for the period, and Missouri has the lead. They largely dominated this first quarter as indicated by the stats. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. Kicker has everything lined up and about set to get this one underway. On the move from inside his 5. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. Here comes the offense back onto the field. There's still plenty of time, but you see that 21-point deficit, and there is a sense of urgency now. They'll go to the toss. Just a pickup of a couple out to the 15-yard line.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time that you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
Slams into the pile. He'll get 1 to the 17.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
The pressure. Going to try to get it himself. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
Nice job by the defense getting after the QB. He's trying to scramble around. He's trying to go get that first with his legs, but he's not able to do it because of the speed on defense.
Punt is in the air on 4th down. And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball? Mix mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse.
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every skill position on the field. Any of these guys is dangerous if they touch the football. Let's see what they do on this drive, David.
And so, Plummer, I got to take away something. I can't let them have everything and have success. I got to be aggressive against the run or play for the pass. I can't give them everything.
And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
Obviously, when you're playing in weather like this, the ball is very slippery and it's hard to catch. The QB threw a bullet that time, and his receiver just could not reel it in.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Gets it to him on the screen. To the 15. On the nasty move, and now he's got room. Oh, I thought he was taking that all the way, but they stop him at the 7.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this first half of the offense. They've generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football. They're dictating everything right now to the defense.
They ripped off a huge chunk, and now a little chunk is needed to pay it off. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Going for the goal line, and he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Tiger!
And this crowd was already jacked up. They were already excited. They were already making a difference in this football game, and the offense continues to pile on and give them something to cheer about. 27-0 here in the first half. This has been all home team.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And he found his way to the end zone from the 7 to cap it. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And now this offense will take the field again. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3 and out the last time they had the ball. Give to the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what he'll do.
He'll be stopped just short of the 20 at the 19. Give him 1.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to fall.
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
Man, another negative play for this offense. You've had the turnovers. You're throwing in the sacks. Like, they've got to do something better. They got to protect their quarterback, and they got to take care of the football. There's step 1 and 2.
The groupers will punt this one away. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. Wouldn't call it a shank, but I don't think he'll include it on his greatest hits. And this will be touchdown across midfield at the 45. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. They'll get this drive started from their own 45-yard line. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
The Tigers come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. He'll do it himself on the draw. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
To the air on 2nd down. Working that wide receiver screen. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. This guy is just wearing them out. Another first down, already has a couple of touchdowns in the first half, David.
He has been a problem for this defense. And if I'm this offense, I'm going to continue to feature him. He's winning his matchups. I'm going to find him. It's just the first half, and he's already had himself a full game's worth of stats.
Well, the receiver getting a little ahead of himself on that one. You saw him calling for the ball. He thought he was wide open. He thought that was going to be an easy catch. The ball finally gets to him, and he drops it. If you're going to call for the ball like that and call your shot, you've got to secure the catch.
He breaks a tackle. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run.
And running really has been the key on this drive, guys. Lots of success right there. They generate another explosive play. Their success running the ball, big reason why they've been able to put up a lot of points and have a really nice lead in this one. And now back in the red zone again, they're looking to add to that lead.
On 1st and goal, Missouri will try to strike Pater. The snap sets up the throw. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
Timing has got to be so critical when you're trying to throw the ball down close like that. They didn't have great timing on that one.
Got nothing last time. Now 2nd and goal from the 3. Looking to fire. Trying to bull his way in. Touchdown, Tigers. And they add 6 more for that trip to the house. A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I'll tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target and make the big play, get the touchdown.
Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. Houston is ahead right now, but that's not quite Andre Ware or even David Klingler under center today. This one is a long way from being over. They're up by 10 over the Rebels. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3.
And this offense on 1st down, man, they go backwards. And they built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels.
And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
You got to be impressed with this defense early in this game, guys. They've got a big lead because they are getting after the quarterback. They've already generated multiple sacks. They thought coming into this game they could take advantage of this offensive line, and that game plan is working to perfection.
And the groupers decide to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. Looking to throw on 1st down. Bought a little time, lets it go. Intercepted! Oh, what a play! No real chance on the return, but they've got it at the 34.
I'll tell you got to give the defense credit, though, because with these conditions, it's not easy to catch for the offensive players, certainly not for the defense, but great eye-hand coordination securing that interception.
Opening play of this drive comes from the 34. They'll start this drive going to the air. Catch in the middle, it's Parrish. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. The groupers can really attack on this 2nd and short. Looking for room, it's Craig. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
That defensive front just flat whipped them as they knock him down for a big loss. And the groupers will bring the punt team onto the field. They'll be forced to kick for the 6th time tonight. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Leaves it with the back. They'll stop him at the 46 after a 5-yard pickup.
And nice job on 2nd down. Maybe you're expecting a pass, but sticking the run in there, catching him off balance a little bit, getting a big gain, getting the first down.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. Pressure coming. Got a little space. And a nice pickup on the run and gets down to avoid contact.
And I love the change in decision-making, right? That was a much better job. Last possession, tried to force it in there, threw the interception. This possession, it's not there. Take off and scramble. Great job. You got enough athletic ability to do that. Big 3rd down conversion by this offense.
And the Tigers will line it up on 1st and 10. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Here we go. Looking to throw on 1st down. Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing.
It's a seam wide open. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
Man, this quarterback is having himself a day. Over 200 yards in the first half. It was hard enough for Palmer to get over 200 in a game, more or less in the first half.
Zings it complete to the right. If they're going to keep covering him like that, they're just going to keep going to him.
Yeah, and it's so hard because you want to stay back and take away the weapons outside to the wide receivers, but when this guy's going to be able to catch the football and he makes plays like this, now I'm going to have to maybe go play more man, bring a guy to him, and not let him get those open touches.
Guys, he's up to 103 yards rushing, and he goes over the century mark in this season opener. This offense has been running up and down the field, and here they are, 1st and goal, a chance to tack on another one before halftime. Back swinging for the goal line. Touchdown, Missouri! Oh, that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
And man, the defense really needed to stop there. They needed to create some momentum, get the ball back to the offense before the half. But the offense does their job, and they continue to pile on, continue to create momentum. There's going to have to be some questions answered at half with this squad because it's been a struggle in the first half.
Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Quarterback on the keeper. Stonewalled again. No gain on the play. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done. Still sitting at their own 20 after that last one. Here's 2nd and 10. They'll leave it with him. We've seen a ton of this tonight. They just keep giving him the ball, and he keeps running into brick walls. Not much running room again. It'll be 3rd and long. Trying play action. Lost one deep down the right side. And that ball is hauled in inside the 35. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds.
And you just could not allow that to happen defensively, giving up a big play like that. They're going to need to now play with some sense of urgency if they're not going to give up any points here before the end of the half.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Dances away to buy time.
Great job by the defense that time, getting the sack. But no time to celebrate. You got to line up right now because the offense is going tempo.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. He'll pull it down and run. Inside the 25. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. Sends it back in motion. To the air on 1st down. Tight end finds a soft spot. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. Running out of time here in the 1st half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. Got to get everybody to the line and spike it to stop the clock. And in the final seconds of the 1st half, they'll send out the field goal unit. He'll line it up from 34 yards out. Right down the boulevard, it's good. Well, they got 3 back, but that's about all you can say about it. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, what else is new? A spirited environment there in Columbia. And talk about a 1st half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis. And through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Memorial Stadium.
Don't you know, bump it up. You got to bump it up. Don't you know, bump it up. You got to bump it up.
The Groupers will kick it off to start the 2nd half. From inside his own 15, looking for a crevice. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. Not sure they had to make many adjustments at halftime as they try to build on this lead here in the 3rd. On the option. Now the toss. He's loose. Got the 1st down and more. Perfectly timed on that pitch, and they pick up the 1st down on the play.
And we've already seen this QB have success throwing the football down the field. How about the variety to his game? Now you run the option, you make the right read, get it to your pitch man where he can get upfield, get some extra yards. He's in the zone right now.
And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
Yeah, nice coverage, and you'd like to snag that interception, but there's always a reason why these thoroughbred athletes play defense. It's usually because of their lack of hands, like you just saw.
Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. Makes the grab inside the 30. seizing that open space, an opportunity all the way inside the red zone. They'll mark it at the 19.
And I love this offensive approach, man. All gas, no brakes. You got the lead, so what? Continue to do what you do. Find those one-on-one situations and continue to stay aggressive.
Mizzou coming out with a fresh set of downs. Draw play, quarterback keeps it.
Second down coming up.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Makes the grab on the left. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers!
And add it on again. This offense has done whatever they want, however they want, and this lead has ballooned. When you start a season off, you want to build momentum. You want to defeat an opponent and beat them badly. That's exactly what they've done. This team looks ready to compete for a national championship.
They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So, guys, we'll see this offense again. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll run the option. And the ball slipped out. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
And when you're on defense and it's wet and it's rainy, you know exactly what time it is. That ball gets a little heavier. It gets a little slicker. You're trying to get to that thing. You know you get your hand on it. There's a good chance it's coming out. Nice job by the defense forcing it with the assist from the weapon.
Great place to start for this offense. On the run, it's Hardy fighting off the defender.
This defense has got to get better at tackling in the open field or gang tackling, because if you need 3 or 4 guys to bring a guy down, have fun with that.
The Tigers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Back to pass. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete. The Tigers really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers! And they take it in for 6 more points. A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Dynamite matchup today, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Minnesota is currently trailing in this one, but I've seen crazier things in Minneapolis. Trust me when I tell you that. On this field and off it, this game is not over. It's a close one right now. They're trailing by 1 to Buffalo. We'll circle back if anything big happens you should know about.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. He stopped again, and he's had a busy night, if not necessarily a productive one so far. And the Groupers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. He'll keep it himself. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. It's a fumble. Recovered by the defense, and he's off.
And
A lot of ball handling goes on in the option, but after you pull it, you got to make sure you take care of it.
Because you're going to be in the teeth of the defense, right, Reese? I mean, if you pull that football, you're still in the center of the field where all those big D linemen and linebackers are living, so you got to be extra careful with your ball security.
Looking downfield on first down. Fires to the wideout. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play. So now it's 2nd and long. QB draw. He picks up 4. That'll leave them with 3rd and 6. They've got to get the football to the 32 to pick up the first down. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Grab near the marker. It's Madison. Offenses gain momentum with 3rd down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25.
Well, this defense is going to have to find a way to start mixing up their coverages. They're in a tough spot. They're down right now, so most people would think the opponent would be running the ball, but when you've had the success these guys have had throwing it, you're going to see more shot plays, and you better change your looks up to try and get a takeaway to get back in this game.
Runs for the tackle. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's 2nd and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
And the Tigers have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. He leaves it with the back. Powers through the defender. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
Missouri really moving on offense, set up with another first down. He wants to throw it. Looking for the score. Touchdown, Missouri! Quick strike through the air for the score. This dude is just slicing and dicing this defense into little tiny pieces.
Carving him up, completely comfortable, knows exactly what he's getting, had so much success today. You got to find a way to make these quarterbacks feel more uncomfortable.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is good. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start in the 25. And the offense heads out onto the field to get the drive started. That last fumble proved to be costly as they cashed it in for a touchdown.
Yeah, and so this defense now is juiced. They're excited and ready to go. So this offense, David, they've got to get something going.
Yeah, those turnovers can be contagious, man. They get you excited, and then when your offense takes it down the field and does something with it, this offense better be ready to play against a motivated defense.
They'll snap it on first down from the 35. Motion from the wide receiver. Using his feet. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
Great job by the defense that time, bowing up. You're on your own goal line, so you've got to be great against the run, and they forced that ball to go to the outside, use their speed to bring the ball carrier down.
From the gun, to give, looking for room. This has been happening all night. They stubbornly keep giving him the ball, and the defense is all over him. The groupers need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And And the rush will get to him at the 25.
And I wish I could bring you some hope, but, man, this defense, again, you know, they already got the lead. They got their ears pinned back. They're rushing the quarterback. I know this one's over, but offensively, they'll just find a way to protect our guy, put something together. Maybe we find a way to make this respectable at some point in the football game.
And that's where they'll spot it, just inside the 45. Good field position here as they start this drive from their 43. They'll start this drive going to the air. The screen, and watch out. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
On defense, man, it helps you a lot when you can be a linebacker or a corner or some safety, anybody, and you see the QB throw the football. Now I can break on the football right away and limit gains like right here on this play.
And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one. So Missouri will have to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Fair catch called for and made around the 20-yard line. Now this offense is back on the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him.
Love the awareness by the defense here. They're trying to get the running back the ball in space, but the defense was expecting it. They had guys in position. They located the football, and they went and game tackled.
Nice move there. Knocked down after picking up 5 out to the 24.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little gain because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long. So they'll keep running it ad nauseum and just wait for that one opportunity when you don't do your assignment.
He's going to lose a yard on that one. And the groupers will call on their punt team.
And that seemed a little off from the start, didn't it?
That was a big-time play, and it was off from the start because of the play he made.
And I don't think it would have mattered who was playing running back. There was absolutely nowhere to go.
Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 38-yard line. From the gun, running back gets to give. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for you.
Gives it on the option. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front seven tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
They have it at the 43, 3rd and short, trying to avoid making a decision on 4th down. From the gun, wants to pass. Pocket breaking down. Dances away. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. Missouri will have to send out the punt team. A low line drive and not his best work. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. Offense making its way onto the field to start the drive. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. On the option. Quick toss. And the 4th option there is to throw it in reverse, and that's what happened on that one. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. He'll do it himself. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
I think a lot of quarterbacks like those defenses that will be passive and let it slowly develop. Nah, this defense, you could tell, they were aggressive and attacking, and it really paid off.
Got it in the middle. It's Peterson. They stop him short of the sticks, and it'll be 4th down. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. That's the end of the quarter, and Missouri has the lead. This has been a complete obliteration so far, as the third quarter stats will show you. As we enter the fourth quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. So 1st down, we'll open up the final period. Looking for room. It's Roberts. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Oh, he'll keep it on the draw. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. The give on the option. Makes one man miss. Gets away from one. Finds some space. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the 1st down.
It was so important this offense was able to find a way to get in the rhythm, and the running game is now helping that. 2 straight punts on their previous 2 drives. This drive, though, they're having a little bit more success. Big reason why is this running back. He's been able to find some creases to run through, and it's really helping out this offense.
They'll run the option. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
This offense is just like Novocaine. Like, it's just give it time. It just keeps working. It's a slow death, right? Like, they continue to just chip away. Nice 1st down play. Nice read. Get it to the pitch man. Sets up a great 2nd down opportunity.
They go to the ground. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Tigers!
Well, I think this home environment was just too much for their opponents to handle. There's been unbelievable noise and energy. The crowd showed up today, but how about the playmaking on the field? These guys have got dudes all over the field, and this kind of win week 1 sends a statement and reverberates all across college football.
And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. Akron is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. This program has picked itself up before, and it's capable of it again today. It's still a 1-score game. They're trailing by 8 to Wyoming. This one has actually kind of exceeded expectations. Always a memorable chapter in the book of college football.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final.
And how about the hat trick? Like adding insult to injury. You got him in passing situation. You know what's coming. All I'm doing right now is trying to pad my stats and get those sacks.
The groupers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Starting to feel a little pressure. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there.
And this defense, how about it, man? Putting some pressure on the quarterback, getting the big sack, but now letting him take off and get so many yards back and climb back in this 3rd down situation. Good response by this offense from a disastrous 1st down.
Picks up the 1st down, still moving. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. And the groupers have it with a 1st and 10.
Well, that's kind of the advantage of third and medium, right? Is the defense, you keep them guessing. You could throw it, you can run it. That time they hand it off and they pick it up.
Yeah, you can see the D drop back a little bit. It creates a little bit of space. The running back blasts through, gets the first down. Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it, but the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated this entire game.
Looking for a man, it's Wicks. Here's a heat. Trying to make magic up. Lots of running room. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down.
And they're going to need a lot more of this to get back in this football game. They're trailing. They're trying to make plays. I like the decision-making of the young man there. Don't force the football. We already got to make big plays. The defense knows it, too. Nice job pulling it down, scrambling, getting the first down. Now you got to keep it going.
And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. The groupers are rolling down the field. They'll move the tight end. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Finds enough room to get it up to the 44 before he's knocked out of bounds.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
And he was running with authority, especially with that stiff arm for a solid gain on the play. Ball's at the 47. They're looking at a third down and short. They want to throw it. Going to try to pop one on the screen. And they gave him no chance to get loose, and they force a fourth down. And the groupers will punt it away on fourth down. And that one will find its way into the end zone for a touchback. Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Rides the back on the option, the give. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances. And that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock, and they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
Leaves it with the back. Shoots his way for more. They'll knock him down after a 6-yard gain to the 27.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
And this offense does it again on third down. They have been so elite on third down all game long. That's the money down. All the coaches talk about it every single time we meet with them. They've been brilliant at it. They've built the lead, and they've got a good chance to finish this one out if they keep going.
Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Tigers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Using his legs, it's Hardy. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
The Tigers come to the line on third and short, looking to keep the drive moving. They want that clock to run. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45.
I think one of the biggest reasons why the scoreboard looks the way it does is this offense has been dominant on third down. They have found a way to stay on the field. They do it again here late, running the ball on third.
Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. After the step off, now they have to deal with 1st and 15. He's looking to pass. Trying to set up the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time.
And you're trying to get the ball to the running back quick and let him get some space, but there was absolutely no space. They penetrated quickly, and they got him before he could even get going.
They'll give it to the back. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
And whatever they did on 1st and 2nd down, don't do that anymore. 3rd and very long coming up. They'll ride Davis here. He stopped short, and it's 4th down.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock, and we got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they've built this lead. They've had a great day today.
They boot it away. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. We'll see the offense make its way onto the field here, hoping for a successful drive. Well, this has pretty much been an evisceration, an old-fashioned stomping, Jesse.
Yeah, and listen.
Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
And that play is a microcosm of what this game has been. They have not been able to protect their quarterback all game long, early or late, up front. Moving forward, this offense has got to do a better job, or else they're going to be in a lot of trouble. You cannot give up as many sacks as they have in this game and expect to win.
He's in open space downfield. Oh, he dropped it. They recover their own fumble. Somehow, who knows how they got that thing back. The old coaching cliche, go win or no every week. And for the first week, they get it done.
Great start to the season. That's what you want. You want to come out, find a way to win. Was it perfect? Absolutely not. You're going to find things to work on throughout the season. But 1-0, that's where you want it to be.
And I think if you're the coaching staff of this winning team, you've got to like what you've just seen. First game of the year, there was tremendous effort on the field. Guys flying around, flying to the football, trying to make the plays necessary to win this game. They definitely made a few mistakes, but that's what practice is for. But if you're the coaching staff, I think you're very, very positive right now moving forward.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.